the effects of these performance drugs and such, why we should stay away from them.
Yeah, there's no question. This is something, Dave, I've been very vocal on News Radio KARN 102.9 in Little Rock. I write for Faith and Fitness magazine. I've been very vocal about this on Facebook. Now, a lot of guys who take steroids kind of put a blind eye to really the side effects, but the side effects are well known. The more you take, the more chance you have with health effects. There's a growing list of pro bodybuilders, guys who've used steroids for a number of years with major side effects, heart conditions, kidney, liver damage. Some of the guys are taking HGH, which is growth hormone, and they're twinning that with insulin, and they're causing growth of not only their muscles, but also all their organs. I'm going to give you a little story. Pro bodybuilder Dallas McCarver passed away when he was 26. My heart goes out to the family and the friends and the fams first. But when they did an autopsy, some of his organs, his heart and his lungs, were 2 to 3 times larger than normal.
Wow.
So so at what point do we stop? That's one of my messages to the fitness world is we've gone way too far, and there's drugs not only bodybuilding but pro sports.
Oh yeah.
We know that, and we can get into that later if you want.
Yeah, that's I tell you, there's no better way than the natural way, God's way, and
exactly.
and he can make a Samson out of you the natural way. The when you talk about fitness, can you tell me a little bit about that culture, that kind of the framework and all that of the the people you're running into and all this kind of thing? Are they really, a lot of them on performance things, or are we seeing a cutback and they're going back to the natural way of doing things, and really sounding the alarm or the clarion call to the young people to avoid and stay away? What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, there's no question that the amount of steroids and growth hormone that the very top guys are using is absolutely insane, and these guys are well promoted on Instagram and magazines and videos and stuff like that. So top guys are promoted, but what they're doing to their bodies is really dangerous. So we get the young people looking up to these guys. And I know when I was younger, I looked up to the top guys in the sport also. But here's the thing: a lot of the they're good. There's a lot of good people. There's people who get into the sport who have type 8 personalities. They will do anything it takes to win.
What age did you start actually doing the preparing yourself, weightlifting and bodybuilding?
I started serious weight training when I was 18. 18. And I'm pretty honest about what happened, Dave. For 3 years, I trained natural. By the book, 6 meals a day, hitting the gym 5 days a week. I could bench press 300 pounds natural. And then after 3 years, Dave, I started to get into bodybuilding. I was tempted. I started using steroids off and on for 2.5 years. And at the end of those 2.5 years, that's when I did the competitions.
I see.
That's the timeline.
Now, did you quit sometime in the process of what happened there? Like
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what really happened was the Lord started to speak to me. I can tell you this: the drugs, the steroids that I was using, put me in the hospital. I felt so much emptiness in my life. I remember coming back to my house, and all my roommates had left, and I was just sitting in a living room, no furniture, with trophies, and my life was so empty. Broken relationships, crying out to God, feeling so much emptiness. And a friend calls me up. And he invites me back to church.
Oh boy!
And God started to breathe life back into me. He started to breathe life back into me, Dave, because it's God's kindness that leads to repentance. I didn't stop the weightlifting, but I toned it down, and I'm proud to say this, Dave. I threw the steroids I had in my gym bag in the garbage, and that was it. I never looked back.